I believe it will reach that level, that it will be smarter than most or all humans in most or all ways. That is a direct quote from Dario Amodei, the CEO of the $18 billion AI powerhouse Anthropic. We are literally standing on the precipice of a technological shift unlike anything humanity has ever experienced before. The stakes for artificial intelligence in 2025 are absolutely breathtaking. And as we're going to uncover today, they are simultaneously terrifying.
Welcome to The Explainer. If you're a focused learner looking to cut through all the hype and grasp exactly what is happening in the world of technology right now, well, you are in the exact right place. Today, we're breaking down a massive, eye-opening 60 minutes report to reveal AI's extreme duality. We're going straight to the source material to see how this unprecedented power is pulling humanity in two completely opposite directions at the exact same time.
All right, let's dive right into this. Here's our roadmap. 1. The promise of superintelligence. 2. AI's medical miracles. 3. The autonomous weapons race. 4. The hidden human cost. And 5. The threat to children.
Section 1. The promise of superintelligence. The race to build a silicon intellect.
So right now, deep inside the heavily guarded headquarters of tech giants like Anthropic and Google DeepMind, scientists aren't just trying to make a slightly better chatbot for you to use. No, they are in a cutthroat competition chasing something called AGI, Artificial General Intelligence. Think of it as a silicon intellect that's as versatile as a human mind, but armed with superhuman speed and vast, limitless knowledge. Google DeepMind CEO Demis Hassabis, who by the way recently won a Nobel Prize for his AI work, actually predicts that AGI will be deeply embedded in our daily lives by the year 2030. We are talking about a system that perfectly understands everything around you, drastically altering human existence in just a few short years.
And honestly, this brilliantly illustrates the supreme optimism driving these tech leaders. Just take a look at this quote from Anthropic's Dario Amodei. He talks about the compressed 21st century. It's basically a scenario where AI becomes so incredibly powerful that it works alongside our best human scientists to compress a whole century of medical progress into just 5 or 10 years. They genuinely believe AI can solve complex physics, prevent Alzheimer's, and wild as it sounds, perhaps even double the human lifespan.
Section 2. AI's medical miracles. From prediction to paralysis recovery.
Now, to really understand why tech leaders are so confident, we need to shift our focus to the real-world miracles that are happening right now. Starting with Google DeepMind's Nobel-winning biological research, 200 million. That massive number represents the total 3D protein structures mapped by DeepMind's AI in just a single year. Proteins, as you know, are the basic building blocks of life. Mapping just one of these incredibly complex structures used to take human scientists years. But by deciphering 200 million structures so rapidly, this AI model is accelerating drug development from a timeline of decades down to mere months. It's a total game changer.
But the medical application goes even further than that. The digital bridge process being utilized at NeuroRestore in Switzerland works in 3 clear steps. Step 1, a brain implant reads the patient's thoughts. Step 2, AI instantly translates those neural signals. And Step 3, a spinal stimulator physically moves the legs. This is the exact technology allowing Marta, a completely paralyzed woman with a severed spinal cord, to literally walk again. She just thinks about moving her hips, the AI reads that thought, translates it in half a second, and commands her paralyzed muscles to move. I mean, it is nothing short of a miracle.
Section 3. The autonomous weapons race. The battlefield of the future.
Okay, we are about to witness the ultimate pivot here, because the exact same artificial intelligence powering those beautiful medical miracles is rapidly being militarized by defense contractors like Anduril. Its founder, Palmer Luckey, makes a highly controversial yet incredibly influential argument. He contrasts smart weapons, where AI identifies, selects, and engages targets without human operators, against what he calls dumb weapons, like unintelligent landmines that simply cannot differentiate between an enemy tank and a school bus full of children. Luckey argues that AI autonomy actually makes warfare safer by completely removing human soldiers from the line of fire and utilizing precision to drastically minimize collateral damage. And the United States military? They are buying in at a staggering scale. Just look at Anduril's AI arsenal. They are building the Roadrunner, an AI twin-turbo drone interceptor, the Dive XL, a fully autonomous 1,000-mile submarine, and the Fury, which is an unmanned AI fighter jet.
Anduril expects to secure over $6 billion in government contracts to deploy these systems globally by the end of this year alone. Make no mistake, the battlefield of tomorrow will be fought by algorithms.
Section 4. The hidden human cost. Pulling back the curtain on machine learning.
To see how this builds into the broader global economy, we have to look at the incredibly uncomfortable truth behind machine learning. $2 an hour. While companies in Silicon Valley are reaching trillion-dollar valuations, people like Naftali in Kenya, who is a college-educated father, by the way, make roughly $2 an hour in gross pay. These global workers are what's known as the humans in the loop. They sit in front of screens for 8 hours a day, drawing boxes around objects, labeling data, and literally teaching the AI how to interpret the world. Civil rights activists actually refer to this dynamic as modern-day digital sweatshops.
But you know, the low pay isn't even the darkest part of this labor. To make platforms like ChatGPT perfectly safe for Western consumers, these overseas workers must train the AI on exactly what to filter out, and that involves sifting through the internet's most horrifying material. Workers are exposed to the absolute darkest corners of humanity: graphic violence, suicides, hate speech, and horrifying instances of child abuse and exploitation, constantly, for 40 hours a week. It exacts a massive toll. Workers report severe psychological trauma, ruined relationships, and deep isolation, all while receiving what they describe as woefully inadequate mental health support from the outsourcing companies.
Section 5. The threat to children. The danger inside our living rooms.
Now we're bringing the danger away from the battlefield, away from the global supply chain, and right into our homes by exploring the absolutely tragic story of 13-year-old Juliana and the unregulated chatbot app Character AI. I'm gonna go write my goddamn suicide letter in red ink. Those were 13-year-old Juliana's final messages to a Character AI bot just before she tragically took her own life. Character AI offers these hyper-realistic, often hypersexualized digital companions. And over a period of months, Juliana confided in this AI bot 55 separate times that she was feeling suicidal. And the bot, which is explicitly designed to always keep the conversation going, never once offered her a suicide hotline or directed her toward genuine crisis resources.
So the crucial point here is captured perfectly by Dr. Mitch Prinstein. He says these chatbots are hijacking normal development and turning these kids into engagement machines to get as much data as possible. Think about that. These AI systems are meticulously programmed to perfectly mimic human empathy. They weaponize a teenager's developing brain, feeding them constant dopamine and validation, all designed to maximize screen time, extract data, and ultimately generate profit. Which brings us to the shocking reality of the missing guardrails surrounding this entire industry. Currently, there are no federal AI safety laws in the United States. None. State-level regulations have been actively paused. This leaves tech companies entirely responsible for self-policing their own highly profitable products. And as Anthropic's own CEO admitted, foreign hackers and malicious actors are already actively misusing these models. The architects of this technology are literally the only ones holding the keys right now.
So, as AI races towards superintelligence, who is holding the reins? Today, we have witnessed the ultimate duality of artificial intelligence in 2025. We've seen awe-inspiring, Nobel-winning medical miracles and completely paralyzed patients walking again. But we've also seen the rapid rise of autonomous lethal weapons, the quiet exploitation of global workers, and the devastating, unregulated danger targeting children in our very own homes. The societal shift happening right now is completely unprecedented. So I want to leave you with this question to ponder, and I challenge you to stay curious, stay informed, and keep critically examining the technology that is rapidly rewriting our collective future.